We want to see this part of Columbus Goes Bananas become a showcase for our local talent. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's anywhere right now around Columbus where people can go to perform. Is that right? Okay, well, the point is you got a place right here on Columbus Goes Bananas from now on. So if you have a favorite rock group or a talented friend, or you come across any act that you like, or you'd like to perform yourself, just let us know, okay? And we'll put them on for everybody else to see, because you never know when we're going to be needing your talents. So write us at Columbus Goes Bananas, Warner Qube, P.O. Box 2553, Columbus, Ohio, 43216. I never thought I'd ever do that. Wonderful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, really, we've been really honored to have a superstar in the area of... Hello. Somebody's out there. We have a real superstar in the area of rock and roll and television with us here today. So let's bring him back out. Ladies and gentlemen, Wolfman Jack. I felt them. Listen, I want to tell you that on most shows, I mean, we've all watched shows similar to this, although there's nothing really similar to this, but the host would take over this portion of the show and ask the guests different questions and stuff like that. But we're different here. Totally different. So are you. This is terrific.
First time I met him, he was naked.
He was
really? He was in the bathroom right over there.
Okay.
You did that, you also did that, what do you call it?
Underwear commercial.
Underwear. I didn't want to say it. I figured.
Best buns in town.
That's all over TV now, Mike, you know?
What can I do?
I tell you, you're good looking too, man. I tell you, this is your first show. I just want to congratulate you and wish you all the best and wish everybody here the best.
It's our audience that's going to make this show different, right? And we're going to have everybody here, as many people as we can fit in here every afternoon. So now it's your turn to ask Wolfman Jack any question you want to ask him. He's agreed to answer. Here we go, over here.
Wolfman, how did you first get your start in radio?
How did I first get my start in radio? I don't know. I was a kid, about 12 years old, man. I was living in Brooklyn, New York. And I used to listen to Alan Freed on radio. He was a moondog at that time, you know. And then there was the Hound coming in from WKBW in Buffalo, New York, you know. So that was like my roots. And I always listened to Dr. Jive from Harlem down there, that Small's Paradise, you know. And that's what I was into all the time when I was a little kid. So as I grew older, I got more and more into it. And then I had decided when I was about 12 or 14 years old to do radio. And I wound up down in Mexico because they wouldn't take me here in the United States, you know what I mean?
Anybody else? Over here, yeah.
Wolfman, how'd you come up with the name?
That's a good question. Well, that's another thing. See, I feel that we all should have our own privilege of choosing our own name. I really believe that. I think that we are all individuals, no matter where we come from, in what family. So therefore, again, when I was a little kid, I was always a horror flick freak, you know, into the gothic films and everything. So I picked the name Wolfman. And I remember I was walking home from a Wolfman movie one night, and I met this old gypsy lady. This old lady with old wrinkled hands, you know. As I was turning the corner, it was real dark, the sun was just going down, and she stopped me and she pointed her old wrinkled finger at me and she said, "You will be called Jack." I said, "No, really?" And that's where the name came from, Wolfman Jack.
Do you believe that? Can I ask a question?
I certainly have been married 17 years.
What do you call your wife?
Wolfwoman.
I should have known. Oh, we got a question over here.
Okay, in American Graffiti, how long did the radio scene in that movie take? You know, with the icicles and all that other stuff, and you know when that guy was looking for the blonde-haired girl, you know, and the T-bird.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
You got all that?
Well, when, George Lucas, he was the director of that film and everything, and he's also the guy who did Star Wars. He would let people just play against each other, see? We shot that thing there were 7 or 8 different camera angles, right? So sometimes it would run 10 minutes, sometimes it would run 6 minutes, and then he took all of that stuff he shot together and put it together with different angles. And I think the whole scene actually lasted about 6 minutes or 7 minutes or something like that.
Another question over here. Wait a minute.
Did you ever really have fangs?
Well,
Everybody hear that?
I cut them down a little bit. Folks were bothering me in the street, so I decided, especially the elevators, you walk up to somebody, you flash a fang, that's.
We got a question from way over here.
Yeah, how long has your show been on the air, and how's it doing in the ratings?
Well, I got a couple of them going right now. The Midnight Special has been going now 5 years, and I think it's going to be around for a long time. I got a new TV show that's on the air here in Columbus, and that's the syndicated TV show, and that's been out now, just started, and we don't have the results on that yet, We don't have the big numbers yet. In other words, we won't know until like December or January whether we're doing well or not.
Okay, we got one way over there.
Yeah, where'd you get your handshake from? Thing?
I don't know. I just thought you'd do this with me. Let's go right this here. Eat.
Okay.
Who's your favorite idol?
Who's my favorite idol?
Who is your idol?
Who's my idol? I don't know, man. I know an awful lot of folks, being connected with the Midnight Special for so many years and being in the radio business for like 16 years. I know quite a few people. I would say the man I think I probably respect the most for where his brains are coming from is probably Lennon, John Lennon. I know him really well. And another dude who I think is really on top of things and really knows what he's doing, and got his whole life together pretty good is Peter Frampton is another one.
What do you enjoy most about doing the Wolfman Jack show?
I enjoy doing Wolfman Jack. That's what I enjoy doing the most. And I enjoy having fun, I don't try to give anybody anything heavy to deal with, never have. And I just try to cruise along with what's happening, and I try to listen to what you folks are saying, and I just try to project through me what you're saying, I mean, how you feel about sex, I try to bring that out in funny lines and things like that on radio and television. How you feel about life, I try to do the same thing. Why are you giggling?
They're feeling about sex over here.
By the way, how do you feel about sex?
We got time here for another question over here.
Yeah, I want to know, have you ever in your life been able to sing soprano?
Well, no, I tell you, I've been sleeping with my beard in my mouth for too many years. See, I've been trying to cultivate these vocal cords so that I can get even deeper, see, so I never have been able to do that.
Here we go, one right here.
Do you really talk like that?
I can whisper, too.
Over here. Wait a minute.
Did you talk like that when you were a little kid?
Well, you see, when I was a little kid, my papa and mama we had about 12 children in our family, and 11 of them was girls, see? So, and I was the youngest, so I always used to get the hand-me-downs, you know what I mean? So I had to do something with my voice to make myself more masculine,
Okay, another. Here we go.
Wolfman, I would just like to compliment you. I really like your style.
Well, thank you.